Hello, and welcome to TED Not Talks, a place where we take a lighter look at the world around us. I'm your host, not Chris Anderson, but let's pretend for a moment that I am. After all, imagination is the key to humor. Today's topic, why we laugh, even when we probably shouldn't. It's a fascinating subject that delves deep into the human psyche. You know, like when someone trips on the stairs. It's an instinctive reaction, but why do we find it so amusing? Or spills coffee on themselves? These little mishaps are universal, and they often bring out a chuckle or two. It's wrong, but it's funny, right? There's a certain charm in the unexpected and the imperfect. This isn't your typical lecture. We're not here to bore you with dry facts and figures. We're going to delve into the science of humor. Yes, there's actually a science behind why we laugh. Don't worry, I'll keep it light. No heavy lifting required for your brain today. We'll explore theories with funny names like the Benign Violation Theory. Sounds complicated, but it's really quite simple. We'll analyze comedic styles, from the edgy brilliance of Sarah Silverman, who pushes boundaries with her humor, to the observational genius of Jerry Seinfeld, who finds humor in the mundane aspects of everyday life. By the end, you'll be experts on laughter. You'll have a deeper understanding of why we laugh and what makes something funny. You'll understand why we find humor in the unexpected. It's all about the element of surprise and the breaking of norms. And maybe, just maybe, you'll learn to laugh a little more at the small things, the big things, and everything in between, even at the inappropriate stuff, because sometimes laughter is the best way to cope with life's little accidents. Let's start with a classic, the banana peel slip. You picture it, right? Someone strolling along unsuspecting, then bam, feet fly, they land on their backside. Now here's the thing, if they're seriously hurt, it's not funny, it's awful. But if they just dust themselves off, a little embarrassed, hilarious. This, my friends, is the essence of the benign violation theory. It suggests we laugh when something violates our expectations, someone slipping. But crucially, the violation must be benign, meaning harmless. A bruised ego? Funny. A bruised tailbone? Not so much. Humor thrives on surprise. It's about the unexpected twist, the sudden shift in perspective. Think about a good joke. It sets you up one way, then bam! It pulls the rug out from under you with a punchline you didn't see coming. This element of surprise is what we call the violation in the benign violation theory. It's the moment when something deviates from the norm, breaks a social rule, or defies our expectations. It's the unexpected answer to a question, the absurd reaction to a normal situation, the sudden realization that things are not as they seem. Now, not all violations are created equal. Remember, for a violation to be funny, it needs to be benign. It has to be safe, harmless, and ultimately inconsequential. Think about tickling. It's a physical violation, a poke to your sides that should be annoying. But because it's done playfully, with love and laughter, it becomes a source of joy. The same goes for playful insults, sarcastic remarks, and even light-hearted pranks. They all involve a violation of social norms, but they're done in a way that's understood to be harmless and fun. Section 5. When laughter goes wrong, the cringe zone. Of course, there's a fine line between funny and just plain wrong. We've all been there. That awkward silence after someone tells a joke that lands with a thud. The uncomfortable squirming when a comedian pushes a joke too far. This is the cringe zone, where humor goes to die. It's where violations are no longer benign. Jokes that target sensitive topics, punch down at vulnerable groups, or revel in cruelty cross the line from funny to offensive. Laughter should bring people together, not tear them down. Section 6. The Silverman strategy, walking the edgy tightrope. Now, some comedians make a living out of pushing boundaries. Take Sarah Silverman, for example. Her humor is dark, edgy, and often shocking. She tackles taboo subjects with a mix of wit and audacity, making audiences laugh at things they never thought they would. This is the Silverman strategy, using humor to confront uncomfortable truths, challenge social norms, and spark conversation. It's a high-risk, high-reward approach. When it works, it's brilliant. When it fails, well, it's best to have a good publicist on speed dial. Section 7. The Seinfeld strategy, finding humor in the mundane. On the other end of the spectrum, you have Jerry Seinfeld. His humor is observational, focusing on the absurdities of everyday life. A parking spot, a cereal box, a trip to the supermarket. In Seinfeld's hands, even the most mundane situations become comedic gold. This is the Seinfeld strategy, finding humor in the ordinary, the relatable, the shared experiences that unite us all. It's a reminder that laughter can be found anywhere, even in the most unexpected places. It's about finding the funny in the everyday, the extraordinary in the ordinary. Section 8, the laughter equation, chaos plus control, equals sign, comedy gold. So what's the secret source of humor? What is it that makes a joke land perfectly, causing an eruption of laughter? What's the magic formula that makes us laugh? Is it a clever punchline, a well-timed pause, or perhaps a surprising twist? It's a delicate balance of chaos and control. Just like a tightrope walker who must balance perfectly to avoid falling, humor requires a precise mix of unpredictability and structure. Humor thrives on the unexpected, the rule-breaking, the moments that disrupt our carefully constructed sense of order. It's those surprising elements that catch us off guard and make us laugh. But for it to work, there needs to be an element of control, a sense that the chaos is intentional, playful, and ultimately harmless. The comedian must guide the audience through the chaos, ensuring that everyone feels safe to laugh. Think of it like a roller coaster ride. The anticipation builds as the roller coaster climbs higher and higher, just like the setup of a joke. The thrills come from the twists, turns, and drops, the moments of controlled chaos. Each unexpected turn is like a punchline, delivering a burst of excitement and laughter. But we only enjoy the ride because we trust that the roller coaster is safe, that there's a plan, and that we'll ultimately return to solid ground. In comedy, this trust allows us to let go and enjoy the chaos, knowing that it's all in good fun. Section 9. So, why do we laugh? Because it feels good. Ultimately, the reason we laugh is simple. It feels good. But there's more to it than just the immediate pleasure. Laughter is a complex human behavior that serves multiple purposes. Laughter is a natural human response to joy, amusement, and social connection. It's a universal language that transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, allowing us to bond with others. It releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, which promote an overall sense of well-being and can even temporarily relieve pain. Laughter also reduces stress by lowering cortisol levels, helping us to relax and feel more at ease. It's a way to cope with the absurdities of life, to find light in the darkness, and to remind ourselves that even when things are tough, there's always a reason to smile. Humor can be a powerful tool for resilience, helping us to navigate through difficult times with a lighter heart. So, the next time you find yourself laughing, whether it's at a silly joke, a harmless mishap, or a well-timed witty remark, embrace it. Allow yourself to fully experience the joy and connection that laughter brings. Laughter is not just a spontaneous reaction, it's a social glue that binds us together. It can break the ice in awkward situations, ease tensions, and create a sense of camaraderie among strangers. Let the laughter wash over you, and remember the power of humor to heal, connect, and bring joy to our lives. In a world that can often be serious and challenging, laughter is a precious gift that reminds us of our shared humanity and the simple pleasures that make life worth living.